Hey guys, happy weekend out there. Today is Saturday, May 25th, 2019, around 10 o'clock in the evening in Baltimore, Maryland, Eastern Standard Time. I'm Ray Talabas II, wishing you a wonderful weekend out there. I'm going to shoot this review, probably head out before 12, hopefully. Anyway, welcome to Davidoff Week, or at least that's what it seems. A couple of days ago, I released a video review on the Davidoff Winston Churchill, the late hour. Enjoyed that cigar thoroughly. I'm going to be smoking another wonderful Davidoff product tonight, Saturday, May 25th, 2019. Have not smoked this. Oh, actually, I think I have smoked one or two samples of not this particular Vitola, but of this particular Davidoff brand. So tonight's review of a very special Davidoff is the Davidoff Nicaragua. It's a Diadema Vitola. In other words, it's a figurado. It's a double tapered figurado. It's tapered at the head and the foot. The Vitola, particular Vitola, is called Diadema. Very, very beautiful cigar. Looks to have like a dark natural wrapper color. The particular components of this special Davidoff, it being the Davidoff Nicaragua Black Label, the Davidoff Black Label Nicaragua. Particular components: the first ever Davidoff Nicaraguan Puro, and also the first Davidoff to have Nicaraguan tobacco in the blend. The particular components of this cigar, the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema, the wrapper is 10-year-old Cuban seed Nicaraguan Rosado, and the binders and fillers are all Nicaraguan. So Nicaraguan Puro, like I said before, a first for Davidoff. First time Davidoff used Nicaraguan tobacco, and the first Nicaraguan Puro from Davidoff is the this particular cigar, the Davidoff Nicaragua. This particular cigar was released in 2013, so it's been about 5 or 6 years since the release of this particular cigar. The Davidoff Nicaragua also is the first Davidoff Black Label. As you can tell, it has a black label. Just a very important cigar in Davidoff history. It's the first Davidoff to use Nicaraguan tobacco, first Davidoff to be a Nicaraguan puro, and it's done well critically. I believe it was the number 3 or 4 cigar for Cigar Aficionado in their top 25 cigars of the year in around 2014, I believe. So it's done well critically. I remember smoking this cigar. It's a great cigar. I'm kind of excited to smoke this cigar. It's a beautiful Saturday night. A little bit before I'm gonna probably head out, meet my friends. It's around 10 o'clock, 10:05 in the evening, Eastern Standard Time in Baltimore, Maryland, on a beautiful spring night here in Baltimore. It's May 25th, 2019. Beautiful night in Baltimore. Very dark. I'm in my enclosed patio, but I really don't see any stars. But very nice spring breeze in Baltimore. I would say the temperature is probably around like 68 degrees. So I mean, this is the perfect weather for me. Smoke my old Marlboro Red 100s. I love cigarettes. I love tobacco. If you can't tell by now, love the tobacco. Gonna pair it with a couple beverages, some good old water or agua. Wearing my black Tiso. Some pair it with some coffee or cafe. And then one of my favorite scotches for tonight. I've been drinking a lot of American whiskey, but tonight will be the Belvini 12-year-old double wood. This is the classic Belvini. Can't wait to break into that. I haven't had the Belvini in quite a while. I'm very excited to drink some of that. yeah, so that's the review. Hope everyone is well out there. I hope everyone in the world has a situation or will be in a situation that will be good for them and that they desire. That's my sincerest hope for everyone in the world. So it's a springtime. You know, it's a time for renewal, a time for turning the other page, turning the next page, and a time to just re-energize. And hopefully better things will happen in our world. All right, so that's the cigar review for tonight. The subject of the review is the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema, Davidoff's first black label, and historically very important because it's the first Davidoff to use Nicaraguan tobacco as well as being a Nicaraguan puro. All right, you guys take care. Hope y'all are well out there. Gonna hit my break. Vaya con Dios, amigos. Okay, welcome back. Hola, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal? Ni hama. How are y'all doing out there? Welcome back to the first portion of the cigar review for the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. The prior portion of the cigar review was the intro portion. This is the primary first portion. I forgot to mention I'll be pairing the Diadema or the Nicaragua Diadema with a beer tonight also. Very special beer. One of my favorites, the old Anchor Steam beer from San Francisco. Very beautiful beer. Should pair well with the Nicaragua. The Anchor Steam has a very caramelly coffee note, kind of light in body. Not very much sugar, not very much sweetness, but very delicious nonetheless. I love the old Anchor Steam. Been drinking this probably. I'll be 50 in July, July 18. Probably drinking this probably good 30 years, I would imagine. So I guess you guys can do the math. So it's been a long time enjoying that beautiful beer, the Anchor Steam beer. As you can tell, I love this stuff. So it's crisp and coffee and caramelly and light in body and very cold for this rather beautiful spring night here in Baltimore. Saturday night. Not gonna drink too much because I'm planning on going out tonight. Probably nothing too exciting. Just hang out with friends and just chill, and just enjoy myself. I love the company of my friends. I just, it's great to have friends. So friends you can count on. All right, enough of this Marlboro 100, Red 100. A little bit more Anchor. All right, let's get on with this review. As you can tell, this is the subject of the review is a Davidoff Nicaragua. It's a Diadema, about 6.5 inches by 50 ring gauge. Um, it's really not that tightly packed. Well, the thing is though, Davidoff makes it a point to have a very good draw. So if it's not too packed, then it's probably going to have a good draw, and then that's the way I look at it. A lot of tight cigars, a lot of tightly packed cigars. I mean, it's kind of dicey. Sometimes they have a great draw, but most of the time when they're packed really hard, I find that the cigar has a tight draw. So I mean, then I would have to loosen it up by pinching it. So anyway, let's go ahead and cut this beautiful cigar. Beautiful Davidoff Nicaragua. All right. Mmm. Sweet, spicy tobacco flavor coming off the clipped head. This should be a pretty easy cigar to light because it's tapered at the foot. Going to use my old Vector lighter. Ah, wow. I have sweet sugar on my tongue and lips. Very sweet cigar. Gonna go ahead and toast the edge of the foot. Do this to ensure even burn line. Alrighty, here we go. The old Davidoff Black Label Nicaragua Diadema. I think I paid about $20 for this cigar. They're not inexpensive. It's more expensive than most black labels and most black label Davidoff Nicaraguas because it's a diadema. Rather long cigar with a good sized ring gauge, but the fact that it's a figurado, it's harder to roll, and that would lead to a higher price point than your average Nicaragua. I think the average Nicaragua Davidoff Nicaragua is between $17 and $18, and like I said, I paid $20 for this particular sample of the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. Here we go. Wow. Right away, I'm getting just a delicious spicy tobacco, pencil lead, charcoal, rich tobacco. Wow. I would say right now the body is about medium plus. The flavor is about the low end of full, and the strength is not that strong right now, which is kind of interesting because this is a Nicaraguan Puro, but it is a Davidoff. Which whatever that's supposed to mean because I've smoked a lot of Davidoff white labels that had good strength to them. I would say the strength is right there at medium minus or medium low. So, but that's the first what eighth of an not even an eighth, probably 16th of an inch on this cigar. Wow, that's some power. Very elegant. I have to say right now, this is a very elegant cigar with a lot of power. Um, the body right now, the first maybe 16th, eighth of an inch. I would say the body is right there at the low end of full right now. The flavor is right there at the low end of full, and the strength is right there at medium plus or medium full. So we just started with this cigar, and I'm getting beautiful flavors of spice, just rich, tangy, spicy tobacco, spice, pencil lead, and charcoal. Just and very elegant, very elegant. Because the body is in the low end of full or full, but somehow it's very light when on the draw, when on the exhale draw, very light, even though the body is on the low end of full. Those are wonderful. Spicy tobacco and brown bread through the retrohale pairs very well with the Anchor Steam. They basically have the same flavors of coffee, uh, dark tobacco, spice. They basically a very good pair with the Davidoff. I can really say that really good pair of the Davidoff Nicaragua with a good old Anchor Steam. Yeah, they share the same flavors. They're very complementary of each other. Mm, just wonderful. Coffee goes very well with the Davidoff. Very complementary flavors. There's coffee in the Davidoff too. It's a coffee colored cigar. Coffee colored. More like a cafe au lait kind of color to it. And I'm drinking coffee with milk, so cleanse the palate with some water. On this beautiful spring night in Baltimore, Maryland, May 25th, 2019, around 10:20 in the evening, just the middle of spring, May 25th. Just beautiful weather. What a beautiful spring night this is. Got a nice little breeze going here, and just a beautiful night to smoke a cigar and have some alcoholic and non-alcoholic libations to enjoy, such as coffee and water and Anchor Steam and the good old Balvenie. Smoking a great cigar in the Davidoff Nicaragua. I want to tell you, the construction on this is perfect. The draw is perfect, giving me easy, full smoke on the easy draw. And the burn is good, so just a wonderful construction on this cigar. Just spicy tobacco. Spicy, beautiful tobacco with charcoal and pencil lead. Just wonderful. Like I said, we're shooting out here on this beautiful spring Baltimore night. Um, Getting ready to go out later on tonight. So, anyway, all I have to say, being a Marylander and being from Baltimore, proud to be a Baltimorean, hon. As they all say, we love you, hon. I mean, that's what we do in Baltimore, you know. We're just simple and we're just happy and we like it that way. We like drinking beer and like Natty Boh and Heavy Seas ales and smoking cigars and cigarettes. You know, I mean, simple is as simple does. You know, I mean, that's the way Baltimoreans are, and that's how Baltimoreans are, hon. Trying to introduce you to our culture, the Baltimore culture. Yes, man, this Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema is performing beautifully. Just great draw, really thick, rich smoke, elegant smoke though. Beautiful flavors of spicy tobacco and charcoal and pentoled and just an A plus experience right now. Just definitely an A plus experience. All right, I'm gonna hit my next break. Like I say, I hope you all are doing well out there. And if you're in a difficult situation, I hope you find swift resolutions and solutions so that we can all be in a place we desire. God's love. All right, gonna hit a break. Catch you on the flip side. Bye, escondidas, amigos. Okay, welcome back. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Nihama, how are you? Welcome to the middle portion of the cigar review for the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. Just a wonderful, wonderful cigar experience right now. Just wonderful. I'll just tell you about the beautiful flavors I'm getting from this cigar, the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. Just sweet tobacco, savory tobacco, anise, um, cloves, popcorn feet, popcorn, charcoal, and pencil lead. Just a wonderful. And the thing is, though, these flavors they take turns. Like the sweet tobacco comes, the savory tobacco comes, then it's the popcorn feet, then it's the popcorn. It's a very, it's not a very spicy cigar, but it's spicy. You know, it leaves a spice on your tongue. The spice is almost is a very much like a almost kind of like a clove spice. Clove spice. It tastes like cloves but spicy. Very very good spice. I mean, being a Nicaraguan puro, you would expect that the Davidoff would have like good spice, and it does have. It's not a strong spice, but there is a good spice presence in the cigar. Talk about the construction for the cigar. The Davidoff has good construction. It did get a little bit wavy during at the end of the first third and heading into the second third. I had to touch it up once. But the draw is beautiful. The draw is perfect. Just a really easy draw, producing really thick smoke, thick, flavorful tobacco smoke. So I would give construction a B plus. The draw is so perfect that it did get a little bit wavy there, but the draw kind of I put more emphasis on draw, and the draw is perfect. Smoking components of the Davidoff. Body is on the low end of full. Flavor is on the low end of full, and strength is medium plus. Just a very elegant cigar. I mean, even with a medium, full, low end of full body and low end of full flavor, and medium plus strength, it's a very elegant cigar. The body is low end of full, and the flavor is low end of full, but it's still very elegant, and it's probably because of those characteristics, the body being low end of full and flavor being low end of full and the strength being medium plus. It's a very elegant cigar. The body is kind of full still, but it's very light, and I don't know how it does that, but it's a very Davidoff is known for elegance, and you can count this in there. What I have to say is I reviewed the Davidoff Yamasa, which had a Dominican wrapper with a Dominican binder and Dominican and Nicaraguan and I believe Mexican filler. I love that cigar. I give it a 5-star rating, but I have to say that was a black label, and this is a black label, and I think I like this better. I mean, that's my personal preference. I love the hell out of the Yamasa, but this has some nice clove and some nice anise flavor coming in. Very dark flavors, and this is a dark cigar. It's a black label. Davidoff. It's wonderful. Popcorn feet. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pair the old Davidoff Black Label with some good old one of my favorite scotches. This is my favorite scotch along with Glenfiddich, the Balvenie Double Wood 12-year-old, the classic Balvenie. Love this Balvenie. Has classic Scotch flavors of leather, cedar, and fire. So very classic Scotch. And you could tell by the color of this Scotch. It's a butterscotch color. It's a color. It's like a yellow color. It doesn't have a lot of caramel flavor. It's a very classic Scotch. You can tell by the color. It's kind of a yellow. So there we go. All right. Here's some Balvenie. Pair it with the old Davidoff, how's it Yamasa? Davidoff Nicaragua. They're very similar, but I mean, I think I like this a little bit more. I mean, I gave the Davidoff Yamasa a 5-star rating, I'm pretty sure, and this is, well, you can tell if I like this more, so you can infer what you want to infer on what my grade is coming for this cigar. We're in the middle third, so about halfway point of the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. I smell caramel, which is unusual because this is not, to me, on a very caramelly Scotch. So classic Scotch, good leather, good cedar, a little bit of caramel, not too strong, not a really strong alcohol presence, but very elegant. I mean, there's a reason why this is in my top 2 Scotches. So very delicious. Just Balvenie is so delicious. Love the Balvenie. As you can tell, I'm going to have to reload. Reload the old Balvenie. Have to buy some more. See how it pairs with the Nicaragua Davidoff. As you can tell, this has a great draw. Real strong clove right at the end. Really strong, really delicious tobacco. A little bit of leather, a little hint of leather, and charcoal and pencil lead. It's a wonderful cigar. Very elegant. I mean, you can say that it's a Davidoff. So this is one elegant Davidoff, the Davidoff Black Label Nicaragua Diadema. Just a very elegant Davidoff. Just wonderful. Pair it with the old Belvini. Very good pairing. The leather and the cedar and the caramel and the fire go very well with the sweet tobacco coming from this Davidoff Black Label Nicaragua. And this cigar is very sweet too. So it's complemented by the deliciousness and sweetness of the Balvenie. Just a wonderful pairing. It's a wonderful pairing. I mean, I've said this before. I find that most black labels aren't as elegant as the white label Davidoffs, but this is a very elegant black label. I've never had a black label as elegant as the Nicaragua. The Yamaha is a very beautiful cigar in itself, but that cigar is not as elegant as a white label. But I can honestly say this is a very elegant cigar. It doesn't get more elegant than what I'm smoking right now, including the white labels. So this is on par for elegance. This black label Nicaragua is on par with the white label elegance of the Davidoffs. So that's what I'm getting from this beautiful cigar. Popcorn feet, sweet tobacco, spice, and anise and cloves. It's harder for a dark cigar to be as elegant as, say, a Connecticut or Rosado, Colorado. That's my experience, and this cigar is pulling it off. The Davidoff Nicaragua is pulling it off. It's very elegant for a dark colored cigar with dark flavors. Somehow the body is like medium, is the low end of full, but it's light, and it's a beautiful juxtaposition of being low end of full body, but still being light off the draw. It's just wonderful. Wow, charcoal, and tobacco through the retrohale. All right, so there we are into the middle third, and to the past away midway point of the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. Gonna go ahead and pair it with the good old Balvenie double wood 12-year-old single malt Scotch. Just wonderful. Oh, just savory flavors for this sweet and savory cigar, the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. All right, I'm gonna head into my last break. Please take care out there. It's a beautiful Saturday night around quarter of 11, May 25th, 2019, in Baltimore, Maryland, hon. Doing this Baltimorean style, keeping it simple, keeping it tasty. All right, y'all enjoy your weekend out there. I'm going to hit my last break, smoke the old Diadema, Davidoff Nicaragua into the final third. Catch you later. Bye, Escondido. Okay. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Ni hao ma. Welcome back into the final portion of the cigar review for a wonderful cigar, the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. We're into the final third. Let me just say this about this cigar. This cigar is definitely a special occasion cigar. Irregardless of the fact that, I paid $20 for this cigar, so that puts it in the special occasion cigar category in and of itself, the performance of this cigar is just exemplary. If I was to compare this cigar to another cigar, it would be the Fuente Forbidden X Lost City. Though this cigar, I believe, is better. I know I gave the Lost City a 5-star review grade. This cigar has spice. I believe that I characterized the spice for the Lost City as being caraway or rye bread flavor. This one has the spice of cloves and of anise, and it's more complex than the Lost City. This has a wonderful amount of complexity. It has very good, very sweet tobacco. Very sweet. Sweet. I taste the sugar on my tongue and my lips. It also has savory tobacco along with the anise and the cloves. Has savory tobacco, has charcoal, has pencil lead, and also leather, and also um, popcorn feet. And there's also a nice component of, well, I forget what the other one was, but it's very complex. It has a lot of flavor profiles. The flavors change places with each other. One time, it's sweet tobacco, then it's the savory tobacco, popcorn feet, and anise and cloves. It leaves on the draw. It's not spicy, but on the tongue, it leaves a very anise and clove spice on your tongue, and my tongue is tingling. It's a wonderful, with charcoal and pencil lead. It's a wonderfully complex cigar. Just a wonderful performing cigar. Let me talk about the construction. I would give it a B plus. Had to touch it up once. That's why it's a B plus. It got kind of crooked, but the jaw has been perfect from the beginning. The burn is fine. I only had to touch it up once, and the burn is fine. So construction is a good B plus, and the smoking components of this Davidoff. The body is low and full. The flavor is full, and the strength is medium plus, but it's always elegant. This is the most elegant black label that I've ever smoked. I've smoked the Yamasa, I've smoked the Escurio, and this one is almost on par with a white label in terms of elegance, but more flavorful than your average white label. Just a just an exemplar performance by this wonderful Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema, the first black label, the first Davidoff to have Nicaraguan tobacco in the components, and also the first Nicaraguan Puro. Just an exemplar example of a black label Davidoff. Just wonderful. Popcorn feet and spice and charcoal. Have a little bit of Balvenie. So let me give a recommendation. If you haven't already guessed, I believe this is better than the Yamasa, Davidoff Yamasa. I believe it's a better than the Fuente Forbidden X Lost City. Both of which cigars are reviewed, both of which garnered 5-star reviews, grades. So you can guess where I'm going. My recommendation for this wonderful Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema, unequivocally, 5 out of 5 stars. Unequivocally a special occasion cigar. Just a wonderful, wonderful cigar. Just a wonderful example of a Davidoff Black Label. The first Black Label. I have a little bit more Balvenie left on this beautiful spring night in Baltimore, Maryland, hon. May 25th, 2019, around 11:09 p.m., 11:10 p.m. in the Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast, on the East Coast of the United States of America. This is for everybody out there in the world. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'm going to head out probably in an hour. Like I said, it's 11:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in Baltimore, Maryland. This is for all the people in the world. God's love, only the best. Chin chin. Cheers. Mm, delicious. All right, this has been the cigar review of the Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema. To reiterate, my recommendation for the Davidoff Nicaragua, I get a Davidoff Yamasa 5 stars. Davidoff Nicaragua Diadema, 5 out of 5 stars. All right, wonderful cigar. Let me end this review the way I usually end my reviews. I wish all the people in the world only the best. Good health, good wealth, good fortune, well-being, only the best of friends, and most importantly, family. Y'all take care out there. Vaya con Dios, amigos.